Welcome back, MTG Joe here. Today we're going to be trying out some more historic decks with the new historic anthology. We also got the Explorer anthology, which will have at least one card in this deck, but for the most part, I want to take a look at some potential decks for the historic metagame challenge. We've played some best of one up to this point, but I want to try some kind of ports of certain ideas that we can try for best of three. My go-to was going to be the Rakdos deck to farm packs. Was the deck I was the best with, and then they went and nerfed Crucius. But we're going to try out a more aggressively slanted deck today, and we're going to do something crazy and not play the Ring or Bowmaster and see if that can help. So the biggest punish in the format right now is drawing cards. Bowmaster's everywhere, kills everything, punishes you like crazy. So we are playing a Pia deck like we see in Explorer Pioneer. So when we play cards from Exile, we get to create 1/1 Thopters. And we're pairing that with Reckless Impulse as well as Static Discharge. So this is an aggressive deck that could, Ren's Resolve, that draws us cards, but not draws us cards through Exile. We also have copies of Showdown of the Skalds. Static Discharge is a scalable burn spell, which helps in this deck. And then with the Pia package, we have Retrofitter Foundry, which lets us turn those Thopters into 4/4s. It's a nice mana sink as well for the deck. Ornithopter instantly can become a 4/4 with the Retrofitter. And then the other card we have from Historic Anthology is Giver of Ruins. So this kind of replaces that Skrelv spot. So opting to go with this over some more burn, and this is a thought to, there's Fatal Pushes going around, a lot of cheap removal. This can protect our creature, in particular the Pia. Swiftspears, Soulscar Mages in there. Bone Crusher Giant, notably the Stomp, can get around the protection ability of the One Ring. But the thing is, you can't target your opponent because they have protection. You can target yourself. It gets rid of the secondary cause of damage can't be dealt this turn. So it gets you that way. You can target yourself, you can target your creature, just any other target but the person themselves. The other big addition to the mana base is Sunbaked Canyon. It's a pain land that we can then sack to draw a card if we ever flood. So we're going to run this, see? We're going to do it in best of three to try it out. My sideboard thoughts are Fragment Reality for like Shieldrids, the rings, stuff like that. Cast into Fire deals with Bowmaster or deals with the ring itself. We have Vortex for life gain and just kind of greedy decks. We have Showdown of the Skalds for the grindy matchups. We have Invasion of Goblucan as like Thoughtseize, Rest in Peace for Graveyard Hate, Molten Impact as just catch removal. And then I want to try a Shrapnel Blast in here. This is one of the few 2-mana deal 5 damage cards that we have right now. We produce a lot of artifacts in theory. I want to put that to the test and see if this actually works out the way we intended. So we are going to give this a go at the Mythic ladder. We just went 5-0 in best of one with Dredge in historic best of one. So if you want to play some Bloodgas and self-mill, definitely check it out. Partly, I don't know how good this deck's going to be to start off, but I do want to explore to see what the new format looks like. The ban to Crucius did have a fairly large impact. It was one of the pillars of the format. I do anticipate seeing a lot of black-based decks, Rings, Karns, Shieldrids, Bowmasters, but I want to understand what we're going into. I'm anticipating Kethis, various like Ring decks, the Dimir deck maybe, Yawgmoth with Chord of Calling was likely to be something that we would see here. I want to kind of get a feel of what we're dealing with in those regards. But let's jump in, see how this plays out. Paired against a Diamond player, Me2 Cyclops. Play first. And I think we keep this. They're on Jengantha. I actually should check if we can play Jengantha in our list. Believe we can. So we might need to do that. Yeah, we can, so probably have to add Jengantha in. Okay, so they are probably Yawgmoth. No, they can't be Yawgmoth. They could be Sam combo. So Sam combo, we have the removal in the sideboard. We also have access. Interesting. So this could be Fatal Push. So the question is, do I want to enable their Fatal Push this turn? I think we just do this. But I feel if they had push, maybe they didn't. I don't know what they would... It's an interesting one. I could just make the token here. Might have been right. They still take 2 damage that way. Okay, so they Thoughtseize here. They take my Showdown most likely. If they play a creature here, I have Static. If not, I have Bone Crusher. We can also draw with these. These always ping you for damage, so it is something to be mindful of. So I'm gonna main phase Ren's Resolve here. So they can come in. I might want to hit Bowmaster. Mind you, if they just trade. So I'm probably okay, all things considered, with that. We'll just play out the other Foundry. I wanted to give myself options, because they could have double blocked there. And then with the ping damage traded off. They're a Nazgul deck. Okay, so I'm glad we kept this. Nazgul will be a bit scary of a card. So I can do this to give protection, but I think we just go Bone Crusher here. Because then next turn I can play this and then have 2 of these. Frodo Baggins becomes the Ring Bearer. And then they find another Nazgul. So sequencing was a little off there. They draw a discard. So we'll do this. That kills that. And then we'll just play out another Bone Crusher. Just keep putting pressure on them. We've done quite a bit of damage to ourselves with these Sunbaked Canyons. They draw a discard here. So they do have the option of the Hive here. Okay. They concede. So in this matchup, I want the impacts. I want the Showdown. It's going to be Grindier. Probably the Fragment. Cast into Fire. No. I think we just run it like that. They're likely going to bring in more removal. So I think we trim along the edges. All things considered, Giver's probably better. The Ornithopters really aren't going to do too much, and they have the Death Touch in this matchup. So maybe I don't keep it. Just bring the Swiss Sphere back. That feels bad. That's a better engine. So maybe we trim a thought, do this. Okay, trim along the edges. 1 and 1. I don't know how interactive I want to be. It might be right to just still be linear. Okay, this hand's much stronger. Probably lead off with Giver here. I think for mana efficiency, I'm just going to do this. Okay, so we really want to draw land. I was hoping to hit the line there. But if I could get Pia going, Pia into land is really good. And then I can also just give a creature protection and then block Nazgul's. Okay, perfect. So I can turn this Thopter into a 4/4 now. They're probably Collected Company. Probably still want to do this. Like, what do I care most about? Nazgul's, but we can just take this out for now, and then the next turn I have the other Static Discharge. Even I can just give protection. But I probably just want to protect Pia. Okay, that doesn't really do anything. So then I just, basically every turn now, we're just gonna kind of generate a lot of value. I'll have access to make like 4/4s every turn. Interesting. So Graveyard Trespasser. What do? Whenever the ring tempts you, if you control a creature other than that, put your choice of on Aragon. Whenever you put one or more, put it up to another creature. So we probably do want to kill this Aragorn. Let's start with Reckless. So this will give me a Thopter that I can attack in this turn. I'd rather they don't get the lifelink ability. So they could chump here, they take 8, but next turn I get to go Showdown which should hopefully generate a lot of value. The Showdown makes a token. I should find a land that makes the 4th like flyer. And then we kind of go to town like that. So we could play Giganta. Pro black. Like, if they have Fragment Reality, they have it, but eat their thing. Smack them. Boom! On the board. On the board. Pia Power. I might want Soul Partition. I'm still uncertain over the Fragment Reality. They both hit the ring. They can tax. One gives them an immediate effect where the other is going to be like a future. They can cast it again. 1 to 2 mana. I would love Chain to the Rocks, but we didn't get it in the format, unfortunately. But then we'd have to change our mana base as well. This hand's kind of a trap, so I'm going to mulligan. This hand's better. I'm going to put Showdown away for now. Opponent is on the play. Okay, they mull to 5. So, got our 2 Bone Crushers. I don't know if I'm playing 2 or 3, just 2. Esper Control. So I'm going to do this now. I don't want them to use their mana. I'd rather they spend mana on their turn. So they can counter here. I think that's fine. I'm gonna go with this. Cling to Dust, not something I care about. I'm gonna hold this for now. So this is a matchup we're gonna bring in like Gobakans. So they can't have Wandering Emperor. Okay, they go Orcish here. Okay, so they have to have exactly Reprieve. Alright, so I have a choice. I can do this, but then I have no other place for the turn. I kind of want to find a land, but then they're also out of action. Interesting. Again, I don't draw cards, so I'm less concerned about this. Because next turn I can do this, I can blow this up. If I hit a land, I can start attacking in. Okay, they're just at lands. So I can try to dig deeper, which I think I want to. Okay, found the land, which is great. Because now even if they sweep, it's not great for them. Because we just start attacking with this den. I have static discharges that I'm building up. We'll do this. Could be reprieve. So I think that's fine. Like, I can push through a bit more damage here. Which maybe is right. Like, they're out of... They're in, like, top deck mode at this point. I'm just outdrawing this deck. They did mull to 5, which is a little rough for them. Okay, so they did hit Teferi. That will get them some value, but we'll Ren's Resolve here. So... Do you... Like, I know I'm playing into a sweeper, but... At any point I'm playing into a sweeper. If they don't have the sweeper, then I get to keep Giver of Runes up, and I just start getting to pressure with these hives. Okay, well that's annoying. That's pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the problem here... I maybe should have blocked, like attacked with Giver of Runes. Just trade that off. Okay, so they got Hall. I need to keep both of these back because of the... They are able to cling here. So they could cling, gain some 3 life, plus that 5. The damage there is nice because of Soul Scar Mage. Got him. Got him! Okay, so we want Vortex in this matchup. We want Showdown. We want Invasion. So this deals to any target. I would have to imagine they're on the ring. I'm going to take out the Ornithopters because it's a non-bow with the Roiling Vortex. I think we just want all other pressure. I don't know if I want to fight them on that angle with this. They showed Bowmaster. Gobakan will be good. I imagine they're going to have more targeted removal. They might have Divine Purge, so maybe I trim on one of these. And then since I brought in the other one, I could trim a land. These games will generally go longer. Let's try this. Might be wrong to do a land. My thoughts here are we're going to naturally be playing a longer game, just by essence of the match going longer. I only need 3 lands. Alright, well we're going to put this theory of I only need 3 lands to test, but bit awkward of a start. We have 2 chances for a draw. They kept in Thoughtseize versus me. That's actually very interesting. Like at my essence, I'm an aggro deck. Okay. If I get a land, we're golden. I just need that land. I'm not going to be attacking into... Okay, we'll do that. Getting the den out is going to be good. Okay, so they do get to hit me there, which kind of sucks. I could be getting Make Disappeared here. Taxing that is still pretty solid, all things considered. I'm going to offer the trade here. We're kind of both in top deck mode, but I have 2 draw 2s. I think we just get this going. I could shut off the life gain from Sheoldred at least. Ha! It's not what we wanted. That was a good top deck. Probably lost now. Okay, well, we're drawing lots of Ren's Resolves, but... They're gonna gain some life here. Not great for me. Need to find a way to shrink that, but the problem is they also have the other one. Okay, so the Vortex Click's an interesting one. So this will let me draw, but then I take a point of damage, which isn't great in this racing situation. Might not want the Vortex if they're going to have that density of creatures. Because this is going to outpace me in terms of damage. I'm taking 3 a turn. Because they're on Snapcasters as well. I take 7. I block. So that flips. Oh, no, I'm dead. Derp. Okay, that was dumb. You free cast it. Okay, so I don't think I want the Vortex there. Vortex out. They are heavier on creatures. Like they had clicks. Maybe I just want the Vortex or the Molten Impacts. Just play it like that. Bring the land back in. I should have brought the thing in. They had Snapcasters and clicks. They all have 1 toughness and Bowmaster. All would have been relevant in that regard. The hand looks good. I think we just attack in here. I gotta push in damage where I can get it. Fatal push there. I can play this other line next turn. Get that value. I can Sokazan out. Hand's not great. They were gonna hit the giver anyways. So I can Sokazan. "21 lands, drawing 7 in your opener feels kind of bad. Especially if they just followed up with Shelly here. Because I lost my Molten Impact. So they could have Bowmaster here. Which would kind of suck. Oh my god. Can we stop with just all these lands? So I don't want to activate. I'm going to let them do this, and then I will Canyon. I don't want to get hit by Bowmaster. So then I can Invasion next turn, hopefully hit like Shieldred or something. Mind you, Shieldred will likely come down at that point. What do you got? Go for the throat, go for the throat, make disappear. So that taxes them out of a lot. Can do that. Might have been right for make disappear. Because like this, they get the hold up removal and do that. We'll see. Yeah, because that just lets them effectively do that. I should have waited on the line. Okay, so I have Pia next turn. So I can shock here. No, I don't need to, because then I can play around, make disappear regardless. So they can sack their thing. So we're kind of in top deck, but they have all the Storm Giants going. So we're in a bad spot where it's like we don't want them to draw a land, but then they draw spells. So they get Hull going. Start with Invasion. So it's actually pretty good because they can't activate the land here. So I do this. And then I get 2 of these. And now my things get bigger. I can also protect. So that was actually pretty solid to bait that out. Why didn't that get a counter? Oh, because it's tapped and attacking. Okay, so they're going to draw some cards. How do we get beat here? I have protection against everything but Divine Purge. Got him! So I don't think I want the Vortex in the side. I think Gobukan's probably the better, and then we just need some hard removal. Honestly, even just Fateful Absence might be best. We just need a clean answer for Shieldred. That game just got out of control. We have kind of too many synergies. I don't think I want the Retrofitter either. Like, there's some synergy there, but we're not like all in there, and I find that we're forcing ourselves to take out some stuff. I can go heavier on Burn, which would be nice, because if I cut out this, I can go up 4 Lightning Helix, 2 Bone Crusher Giants, 2 Swiftspears, which kind of rounds out the deck fairly nicely. The other thing is we can try Esper Sentinel again, but Esper Sentinel's pretty bad into particularly Bowmaster. So that saves 8 spots, and then we can kind of fix up the sideboard as well, get some value out of those cards. So some considerations of what we can tweak with that. But the general shell felt pretty good in those victories. In any case, going to wrap this up. Let me know what you think in the comments. We'll catch you next time.